our substitute MC, Michael.
Yeah.
Just hanging on by a thread, Michael.
Yes, literally.
Great, thanks for coming out tonight. It's great to be here. A little bit about myself. I live in Irvine. I want to tell you a little bit about Irvine. I know some of you live there, but you may not know some of these things anyway. Irvine, the whole city is developed by the Irvine Company, so it's kind of conservative. And I can say that because a number of years ago, the city council passed a law banning fortune tellers. Yeah, this is terrible because the next day my stockbroker left town. It's awful.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Irvine's got a reputation, deservedly so, I guess, being an expensive place to live. But we have a discount store. It's called the $99 store. Yeah. I got a nice barbecue there last week. So, a couple years ago, the number one ethnicity in Irvine went from being Caucasian to Asian. So we're outnumbered now. But that's okay. But it's had some impacts on my life. For instance, there's so many Chinese Americans in my neighborhood that the homeowners association says you can only have one child per family. Irvine also is one of the safest cities in the country, but we do have a problem with Asian gangs. They're down at the Apple store on weekends. And they're tough too, let me tell you. I cut in line last week to buy an iPhone. Someone shanked me with a protractor. Nasty. So, do you guys like this do-it-yourself economy we're in nowadays? I mean, some of you remember when you used to go in a gas station and somebody actually pumped your gas for you and cleaned your windshield? Forget that. You know, go to the supermarket now. You got to take your own bags. It's ridiculous. I was there the other day. I'm in the checkout line. The guy says, "Would you like to buy a bag?" I said, "No. I got 52 of them at home. I'll just carry it out." Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I went to the airport last week. I checked my own bag. I printed my own passport. It was really exciting because I'd never flown a jet before. Passengers were through. So, yeah. Speaking of flying, I was coming back from Dallas a couple weeks ago, and they had me on the standby list. So I'm watching, and at first I was like number 6, and then a few minutes later I'm like number 10, and then I'm like 15. I'm like, how are they figuring out what order to put it in? I finally came to the conclusion that what they're doing, the gate attendants looking at the crowd, deciding which ones will be the easiest to drag off the plane first. Apparently I look pretty tough. So I get on the plane, the plane takes off, and you've all, I'm sure, heard the announcement. Okay, now we have a special announcement. You can sign up just now on this flight for our American Airlines Visa card. It's a great deal. You get your first bag checked free, you get priority seating, and you'll be guaranteed to have the fewest punches thrown by an air marshal in an overbooking. That was a deal. This actually happened on a flight once. So we're sitting on the plane before we took off, and next to me was a little old lady, and I'm talking about, she was old. And she's on the cell phone, and she's ordering a washing machine for her mother's house. And I'm right there. I couldn't help it here. So she hangs up, and I said, "I'm sorry, but I just have to ask you, how old is your mother?" She says, "Oh, she's dead. I'm just fixing her house up to sell it." I was thinking, she's dead. So, yeah, it's technology. You know, she's on the phone. Everybody's got cell phones. Technology's everywhere, right? They got, self-driving cars are coming. They're experimenting with self-driving, self-flying planes. So if that's the case, answer me this question. Why is it when you get on an elevator in a 2-story building, you still have to tell her where to go? Right? Come on, I'm here. There's one floor above me. Let's go. Do you not see me? What's that camera for up there? Yeah, so, and people can't put their phones down. This happened to me once. I was in a restroom, I'm standing at the urinal, and the guy next to me is doing one of these things.
Oh my goodness.
I looked at him, I said, man, I could never do that. He said, what, text and pee at the same time? I said, no, hold myself with one hand. Just saying. So, yeah, that's technology. Millennials, let's talk. Can we talk about millennials?
Yeah, let's talk.
All right. Here's my first statement out of the box. If I meet one more kid named Ryan, I'm going to shoot myself. All right? How many Ryans do we know? About 1,000? I met another one yesterday. Oh, my God. You know, and I think we've let them down a little bit, you know, because remember when we were young, the space program was a big deal, right? Everybody was into it. It was a rush to get to the moon. We got to beat the Russians. They don't care about the space program now. And here's proof. My son and I were in a plane. We're flying over Texas, and I said, son, you know when the people in the space station got to, call down to get some help? And they go, hello, Houston. Well, that's Houston down there. And he said, oh, really? I thought Houston was a guy. Man, we're letting them down, folks. Yeah. They think they invent everything with their websites, with their dating, with the swiping left and swiping right. You know, I did that years ago. When I was single, back in the 70s, they had singles magazines. And you put an ad in the magazine, and then it would come out. And I'd get the magazine, and I'd read the ads, and I'd swipe left. And I'd read some more ads, and if they weren't as good, I'd sweep right, go back to the first page. It's nothing new. So, we got Father's Day tomorrow. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all your fathers out there. Celebrated Mother's Day last month with my wife and her mother. I love my mother-in-law because her house is paid for and her daughter's an only child. I love her to death. So I'm one of 3 children. I'm the oldest child. And you know what they say about oldest children? How many oldest children do we have here? Oh my gosh, what a smart group, right? The oldest child is the smartest. And I can prove it because I married an only child with a rich mother. That's how smart I am. So, yeah, my wife and I, not quite as long as Robert, but we've been married 30 years. And we follow the age-old communication model. She talks, I listen. It works out great. Because I found out I say stupid stuff when I talk. So, like the time she tried on a new dress and she said, does this dress make me look fat? I said, no, honey, the dress has nothing to do with it. And then there was a time she said she had to go down to Kohl's because they were having a big bra sale. I said, what do you need a big bra for? I don't talk much anymore. No, I am never going to get divorced. I don't want to be divorced in my 60s. And I've had people tell me, Steve, if you were divorced, man, you could have any woman you want. Women would just love to have a guy like you in their 60s. It'd be like picking low-hanging fruit. Well, I don't know about you, but the thought of a woman in her 60s with low-hanging fruit doesn't really turn me on. Just doesn't do it for me. So, yeah, we good marriage. We've got a lot in common. We're terrible cooks. How many people are familiar with the Japanese blowfish called the fugu? Anybody? No, it's a poisonous blowfish. This is true. And people pay a lot of money in Japan to eat this, and all over the place is where they serve it, but to pay a lot of money to eat this fish knowing they might get sick or even die in the process. I got a tip for you. You can get the same feeling and save a lot of money at dinner at our house. Absolutely. So
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
when we got married, the sex was awesome. We were doing like once a month. Oh my God, I couldn't keep up with her. But after 30 years, you know, it's just not what it used to be. So I finally made a deal with her. And this has worked out pretty well. You guys might want to try this. I do all the chores around the house. I can have anything I want in the bedroom. So far, I got a big screen TV and a refrigerator full of beer. That's my act. Thank you so much.